So Jim, a win. Happy with the performance?
Well, first and foremost, it was a massive win for us at the weekend. But like I said to the lads before the game, there's no good beating Scunthorpe and then letting your guard down and getting beat against Rushall. Rushall, there's no pushovers in the league. I know they're in the bottom four. They don't travel particularly well, but they've got good players. The level's like that, and sometimes you can have the highs of the weekend, and then come the Tuesday game, you can be flat. You know, and people might expect us just to turn up and win. I've spoken to the lads about guarding against that, and if there was any adversity, or we would go a goal down, or we were under the cosh, it is what it is. We've just got to make sure we stay level-headed and get the job done. But I think we started the game really well. I thought we played some good football. We had a goal disallowed, which looked dubious, and if it wasn't offside, it was a fantastic goal. Great flowing passing move down the right-hand side with Sam Minion getting in and putting it in. We looked at threats on set plays. We've obviously got the one off a long throw. Danny again, doing really well for us. Doesn't score many headers, but I don't think he missed from half a yard out. But it just looked like it needed that second goal, and we go in deservedly 1-0 up. They had a couple of bits, crosses right-hand side across the box, one or two other little bits, but I think overall we looked a more threatening side and more on the front foot. And then second half, there wasn't much in it, and I just thought they just seemed to gain that little bit more momentum every time they made a sub. They look bigger, stronger, more physical. They move players around. The left back who come on, who's been out for 3 or 4 games, he's a good player. It allowed McAlinden to get into the middle of the park, who had a good game. He's a very experienced pro. They bring Sam Manson on, who's a very experienced pro. He's not played all season. Brought Big Jerry McAdow up front, and he's a handful. King on the wide right, he's a big lad as well, and look positive. The wide left lad had a little bit about him, and Minnie had to defend at times really well against them. So they offer the threat, and as I say, when it's 1-0, the opposition, they build in confidence, because it's not put to bed. That's the way it is. We're hoping that we can get that second goal, and when you don't, it starts just to take its toll, and you could sense everyone's nervousness. They gain a little bit of momentum. They make fresh changes, which push them on a couple of levels. And as I say, I've looked at them. They're not like we've played recently. South Shields, absolutely total possession. They're not. Leamington flat out with energy and endeavour. Scunthorpe, big, strong, organised, good football inside as well. But the good are all a little bit of everything, really. They can go direct, they've got legs, they're good on the counter, they play good football, they're well drilled. So I knew before the game it was going to be a tough one, but we stuck at it. We defended our box really well. There was a couple of little moments, long range shots. Chris has done well as near post when he's took one full in the face, but it was very fitting that for me, a player in Marcus Carver, who's I know he's a fan's favourite, but he's been absolutely flat out for the team. And Finney've come on and put a great ball through for him to go through, and it was a great finish by Marcus just to settle everyone down and get us over the line. So really pleased. It was a big win for us. Pleasing, clean sheet. We backed up Saturday's fantastic win with another one tonight in front of our home fans.
Is there a tinge of disappointment when you dominate that first half and then second half going at front foot again and look to kill the game, but you just didn't seem to get going?
No, it's football. It's not disappointment. You just want it to settle. It just settles everyone down. If you can get that second goal and try and run away with the game. But while it's 1-0, I've been in that position myself. You galvanise, you've grown confidence. You think, right, we're still in the game. And while it is 1-0, it's a tricky scoreline. There's a few little early moments. But yeah, in an ideal world, you go 2-0 and settle everyone down. But that's not the way football is. What you've got to do, as I said to the lads before, if it's not going our way, there will be times that they're going to come onto us, and we've got to absorb it and make sure we defend our box well. That's what we've done. We kept it at 1-0. But it is what it is. That's football, the way it goes. In an ideal world, we go 2-0, 3-0 up, and everyone would settle down. But football's not an ideal world, as we all know. So we had to wait till the very last moments to get that second goal, which ultimately settled everyone down for the final couple of minutes. So really pleased in that regards.
It's not hard to get the lads up for a game like Scunthorpe. Did you actually do anything different to get them up for this game when you go from the top of the table to a bottom of the table team?
No, not at all. As I say, you pay everyone the respect that they deserve. Anyone's capable of beating anyone on the day. We've seen that. You know, it wasn't needing markers at the bottom of the table, but it wasn't so long ago they went back-to-back away trips and everyone's moaning that they're going to be struggling away from home this season. But he went away, I think, to Warrington and somewhere else and got back-to-back wins. So it was, you know, that just typifies the league. It's very, very strange in that regards. Everyone's capable of beating anyone, so there's no difference. You don't treat Scunthorpe any differently to what you treat Rushall, 100%. And maybe people will look at it and say, well, Scunthorpe are going to struggle, a full-time club, big club, etc. Rushall, as you say, bottom four, we should be beating them. There's no gimmies in football, that's for sure.
And that win tonight takes you up to second in the form table, and 4 wins out your last 5. Do you feel like the squad now are coming together and it's finally beginning to click?
Yeah, we're getting better, but we're struggling injury-wise. You know, we've ironed out a few bits that we needed to. We still have a little bit of an Achilles heel at times. When we went to Leamington the other day, I didn't think it was a 3-0 game. We could have easily got ourselves in front, and we had a certain goal ruled out, and we had a sending off, which I didn't think was a sending off, and etc. But, you know, that happens. But, yeah, you know, all we can do is treat the next game with, you know, all our energies put into it, and we'll see how far we can go. But at the minute, we're enjoying it. We're getting better. The lads are coming together. It's a great team spirit. We are struggling with numbers. We've got too many injuries. We've got a few playing with knocks. The games have been relentless, thick and fast Saturday, Tuesday. So we just recover right now and go again on Saturday.
And Luke Bear just went off injured. Obviously, it was disappointing to see him go off after having such a promising start, which has been typical for his season so far.
Yeah, he's very good tonight, I thought. You know, he's got that ability to cut open defences. He did that at times. And then just a little bit of a mad one where he turned awkwardly, felt something in his knee, and then when he tries to bring the ball down, it's locked out. So we'll have to see how he goes. Hopefully it's not bad, because as I say, we don't want to be getting any more injuries. But he's been good this season, Luke Pages, that's for sure.
And just on the injuries, is there any opportunity to add? I know you're always looking to add.
Yeah, we were close. We were close on Friday. We had one lined up, just fell short right at the end on a loan. But yeah, we'll probably need 1 or 2 in. We've got that break next week after this Saturday's game. We've got to get through Saturday. You know, it's going to be a tough game, but we'll look to try and add a player or 2 in just to help us, because after next week we go Saturday, Tuesday again. So we're flat out. It's we've got Renato on the bench there. Finney's come back, who's been out on loan. You know, I've got my own lad on standby. They're all young lads, all, you know, finding a way in the game, but that's where we are at the minute. So we'll see what we can do. If we can get anyone in, obviously within reason, we've got to think of finances, etc. And will they improve us or help us out? And we'll certainly do that if we can.
Can you divulge why the loan didn't go through, or was it just one of them things?
No, it was agreed, and then it was just something to do with the parent club that they needed to see how the result went, etc., etc. But the way football is, it is what it is. You know, there's no ill feeling or nothing. It's just something that might pick up this week.
And on the first half, especially the attacking fluidity seemed to be impressive on the iron. It's something that probably the Southport fans haven't seen for the past few years. It seemed that everything was clicking into place, and it could have been 3 or 4 rather than 1 at half time. Yeah,
we've got good footballers. You know, Sonny Hilton coming back into the team. Luke Burgess, you see tonight, you can see what he's capable of. We played some nice football. I've always said we want to be rounded as a team. We want to be good on direct play. You know, we want to. And that's not to say we're going to be a long ball team. I think everyone knows that we're not. But we don't take any chances. We've got a threat at the top end of the pitch. We've got 2 absolute workaholics in Marcus and Danny. We've got Dior, who's come on now and has shown his quality as well. You know, we've got good midfielders who can handle the ball. I thought Philliskirk was outstanding tonight. You know, we can play good football. It's no good being a one-trick pony. You know, don't just rely on set plays, or don't just rely on total football. We want to be quite rounded, and if we can force mistakes out of defenders, which we've done on Saturday with 2 of the goals. I thought the second goal was a great move by us, where we pulled the left side centre half through, and Sonny went out, and Sonny went through the back line and got his goal. You know, we've scored off a long throw tonight. We've scored on a little bit of quality and a run in behind the back 4. We offer a threat on set plays. We score goals from corners and free kicks. We work extremely hard on all areas of our play, and we want to be quite rounded as a team. So, you know, it doesn't surprise me that at times tonight we played some good football, because I think we've got good footballers. So we just need to make sure that we offer a threat in all those areas and create chances and score goals. And hopefully, if we do that, we'll win more games than we lose.
It's hard to ask you this question when Marcus and Danny have been playing so well, but how far is Dior off being a first team or a starter? Because he in flash, he looks good, and he ran his socks off today.
I thought he was brilliant when he come on. Into feet, in behind, his touch. You know, he's getting better and better every game, and I wouldn't even say better and better. He's just getting up to the, you know, his teammates, new surroundings. You know, we're going to need players. We lost Sunday. Will's out on loan. Procky's injured. You know, we can need players, because you can't just rely on Marcus and Danny to play every minute of every game, although they probably want to, but they're absolutely flat out, the two of them. But they all comes on and off as a threat as well, and he's full of, you know, running and willingness, and he showed tonight that he's a good player himself, and he who knows, he could, football being the way it is, he could be an injury, could be suspension, he might get in the team and catch fire, and then suddenly we're talking about the Angus. He's very, very capable. You know, he's a good lad, he's honest, he's hard working, the type of player that we like, and we like around the club.